Volodya was fortunate to be outside the city when air raids began. Luftwaffe planes bombed homes, imploding them. Roofs collapsed, fire engulfed walls, citizens scurried out if they could or died. In the first days of the attack, Germans destroyed 700 Russian planes from the air, leaving the Belarusians little chance of an air defensive. The Luftwaffe dropped bombs until June 26th, destroying 85% of the city. They left a wide stretch of buildings untouched around the center. As Hitler's ground forces moved through Minsk, thousands of Germans stayed to occupy what remained, as the rest of the army continued eastward. Volodya hardly recognized Minsk. Only the road beneath his feet felt familiar. Where had the people who lived in the buildings gone? Would he and his mother leave when he got home? He came to the government house near the city center. From across the street, he recognized the men smoking cigarettes on its steps, their uniforms adorned with the same slanted crosses with their tips bent he'd seen on the plane that shot at him. Fascisti. Gunshots echoed in the distance. He wasn't the only Belarusian there. A babushka, donning tattered kerchiefs, shawls, and a multicolored skirt, poked through the ashes of a nearby apartment. The grandma was certainly more a spectacle than he, but the Nazis ignored her. They chuckled, spoke quick words, and pointed in different directions. As he walked, he saw many Belarusians rummaging. They stood on cement stairs, staring into remains of home, or dirtying their hands in the ashes. Many cried. As he passed a gathering in the street, one cried to another, "What are we going to do?" Some children chased a pigeon. The Belarusians didn't speak to the Germans, and the Germans didn't speak to them. Volodya's muscles tensed as he passed soldiers. He spotted his building from a block away. The closer he got, the better he saw its baked window frames and blackened exterior. The Germans had gotten to it. What about his mama? The daydream of her taking him in her arms fell away. He knew as he stood in front of his home, no one could live there. He climbed the cement stairs. The walls on either side of the front door were charred, windows shattered. He pushed the front door and peered into an unrecognizable place. Walls and stairways had fallen, and he saw dark sky where the roof used to be. Rubble, dust, piles of what used to be home remained. Was Mama buried up beneath? He choked on the smoky air before closing the door. He stood on the stairs dizzy as he wondered if this was really his home. Had he been confused? He looked to the sides of the steps and saw markings on the remaining walls of his building. Mothers, fathers had scribbled onto the brown bricks. He searched the charcoal-drawn words. "Natasha, if you find this, we will be staying at Uncle Sergei's. Find us. Kolya, we're at Uncle Sasha's in Moscow." He stood weak-kneed for hours, straining to find his name. His stomach churned as he read directives for other people. As he touched the bricks, there were many messages, not one for him. He read the words again and again, searching for a message left just for him.
Hey there, Bushwick. This is Bradford, also known as Polybanderous. My assignment was the short story by Jason Prokowiew, I think is how I say that correctly, about what his father went through in Belarus and Minsk in 1941 during Operation Barbarossa, which was a Nazi invasion of ceded Czechoslovakian territory by Neville Chamberlain and a couple of other notable people from that era. Never placate a fascist. It's a lesson in there somewhere. And I just wrote a song I had lyrics for it, but I just didn't feel like it did the song as much justice, so I'm just instrumentally going to play something along with it and mix in how I made the, what do you call this? The looper pedal session that I have here. Anyway, this is my submission.